Hey guys, welcome back. Let's start today's tutorial on HTML elements and attributes. So I'll answer your first question. What is an HTML element? An HTML element is defined by a start tag, content, and an end tag. The HTML element is everything from the start tag to the end tag. Nested HTML elements. HTML elements can be nested. This means that elements can contain other elements. The HTML documents consist of nested HTML elements. I'll show an example which contains three HTML elements: the HTML tag, the body tag, and the paragraph tag. So this is the HTML document which we created last class. This is the HTML element. It is the root element and defines the whole HTML document. It has a start tag and an end tag. Inside this HTML element, there's another element of body. This element describes the complete document's body. It has a start tag and an end tag. But inside this element of body, there's another element of paragraph. This is the start tag and this is the end tag. This P element describes paragraphs. So basically, this is how we use an element. Here's the opening tag and here's the closing tag. And in between, there's the content. Here, this is the opening tag, this is the closing tag, and in between, there's the content. This HTML element is the opening and this is the closing. And in between, there's the content. Always remember one thing, never skip the end tag. Some HTML elements will display correctly even if you forget the end tag. However, unexpected results and errors may occur if you forget the end tag. Empty HTML elements. HTML elements with no content are called empty elements. The break tag defines a line break and is an element without a closing tag. So now we'll see an example on this break tag. So here I'm going to add a line break in between of this paragraph. This is how we add a line break. And one thing you need to know is that here you can see the star. This star indicates that your file, your code is not saved. And until and unless your file is not saved, you cannot see the changes in the browser which is made in your code. So I'm saving my file. I'm pressing Ctrl+S. And now I'll be testing my file. And here you can see the change made by the line break. Now there might be a question that is HTML a case-sensitive language? No, HTML is not a case-sensitive language. This capital P means the same as the small p. Here you can see there's no difference. Here I'm also testing the same thing in the break tag. The capital BR is as same as the small br. HTML attributes. HTML attributes provide additional information about the HTML element. All HTML elements can have attributes. Attributes provide additional information about elements. Attributes are always specified in start tag. Attributes usually come in name value pairs like name equals to double quotes value double quotes. Now we'll be testing two tags, the anchor tag and the image tag in Notepad with their attributes. So starting with the anchor tag, here this is the opening tag of the anchor tag and this is the closing tag of the anchor tag. A tag defines the hyperlink. So href is one of the attributes of the anchor tag. Href attribute specifies the URL of the page the link needs to go to. So inside this I'm putting the URL, which is https:// google.com. And here I'm putting as click to visit. I've saved my file, now testing it. And here you can see we got the hyperlink. I'm opening this hyperlink in new tab. And we are set to the URL which was mentioned in the href attribute. So going back, now let's test the image tag. So before testing the image tag, let's download an image. So I have right clicked on this image and now I'm saving this image. Here in the class folder I'm putting as Google. I'm putting the name as Google and I have saved the image now. Now let's test the image tag. So here basically I'm testing the image tag. So image tag is a different type of tag in which the opening and closing is done within one tag. So here you can see the opening and closing is done within the tag. Here src is one of the attribute of the image tag. So I'm putting src google.com google.png. I've saved the file and testing it. We got this image. Now let's learn about another attribute of the image tag, which is the width and height attribute. In image tag, width and height is also an attribute of it, which specifies the height and width of the image in pixels. So here I'm putting as width equals to 100 and height equals to 50. I've saved my file, now I'm running it, and here you can see the change made. So there are two ways to specify a URL in the src attribute. One is the absolute URL and the other one is the relative URL. Absolute URL links to an external image that is hosted on another website. Example, src equals to https:// the website name / the folder name / the image name. Relative URL links to an image that is hosted within the website. Here, the URL does not include the domain name. If the URL begins with a slash, it will be relative to the current page. Example, src equals to the image name. If the URL begins with a slash, it will be relative to the domain. Example, src equals to / then the path of the image. So let's recall what we've done today in class. We have learned these three attributes: href, src, width and height. The href attribute means the href attribute of anchor tag specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. The src attribute of image specifies the path to the image to be displayed. The width and height attribute of image provides the size information for images. Thanks for watching today's class. Next class we'll be learning about headings, paragraphs, formattings, and HTML comments. Thank you.